Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2017 and our European Journeyman series at Bayer Leverkusen. Now today we have some interesting games to come. We've got Wolfsburg in the Bundesliga first up after a week's rest since we beat Leipzig. We then have an away game, or a home game, against Anderlecht as we try and confirm our place as the second qualifiers from our Champions League group. We have struggled in that Champions League, only getting one win from 5 games, so we need to do the job at home against Anderlecht. We then have a match at home against Freiburg in the league that we will want to see out before then going to the FIFA Club World Cup and hopefully getting through that semi-final and picking up another piece of silverware. So lots to look forward to in this episode. Because we've had a week's rest, the team is fully fit for this match, so we're able to put out our strongest 11 of Janssen, Braga and Bernardo Silva, with Betty and Doumbia in midfield. Then it's Robolo, El Said, Traub, Rukas and Henriks, with Nezovic in goal. El Said on the ball, over half an hour played. He finds Betty, now Bernardo, out wide to Henriks. He puts it across to Betty again. Ball over the top, looking for Robolo. 2 in the middle to aim for, and Braga has run at the near post. Absolutely perfectly timed to tuck it in for his 10th goal of the season. I gave him a lot of flack early on for not getting enough goals, but he's definitely got one there that could be crucially important in our season. Doumbia, edge of the area, just hanging on to the ball. He finds Betty. Janssen, back to Betty again. Janssen, back to Betty. Can't get that pass through, but Traub picks up the ball. Back to Rukas. Henriks. Over to Betty. He nearly gives it away for a second time, but Janssen has it. Sends it back to El Said. Now Rukas. Into the middle for Betty. Braga to Janssen. Looking for Robolo, but he doesn't quite get there. El Said over the top. Robolo brings it down. He puts the cross in early, and Janssen's hit the post. Very close there to a second goal. Henriks with the throw. Comes back towards him. He finds Betty. Bernardo Silva back across to Janssen. Perfect position. He held his composure, stood over the ball for a bit, and then just put it past the keeper for 2-0. Free kick from Uller. Over the wall and into the top corner. A perfect goal for Wolfsburg to give them a chance in this game. We need to be careful at the back now because it's been quite an even match up to now. Here we are kicking it off. Coming forward with Henriks. He finds Bernardo. Over to Betty. Now Braga. Ball through to Janssen. He's having a run at goal, but he can't beat the keeper. Corner from Janssen. Cleared by the first defender, but Janssen is going after it. Having a run at goal. He might have a shot as well. It is blocked, but it's come to Bernardo Silva. It deflects onto the post. The second time we've hit the woodwork in this game. Janssen into Bernardo Silva. He's turned and he's shot, and it's offside from El Said. Corner from Bernardo Silva towards the back post, and Traub is in there for an easy header to make it 3-1. Well done there, just in the right place to nod it past the helpless keeper. Well, it's just a couple of minutes left now for us to see out in this game, but it looks like we're going to do it. Nezovic just hitting the ball clear, about 20 seconds left, but they're in here with Uller. Just headed wide there from Gonzalez, but at 3-1 we're always going to see the game out. And that is 3 more vital points in the title race, keeping that pressure up on both Dortmund and Bayern Munich and keeping our morale high. We are now just 1 point off the top 2, having played the same number of games. That is very good stuff from us. Well, after winning another Bundesliga game, we need to try and win just our second game in the Champions League. And to do that, we're going to put out a strong team. Not necessarily the fittest team, but certainly fit enough to get through this game. And it's made up of Janssen, Nachtigal and Bernardo Silva, with Giallo and Doumbia in midfield. Then it's Robolo, Traub, Rukas, Schiel and Henriks in the back 5, with Nezovic in goal. Robolo forward to Janssen. He's having a run down the left flank. He's a bit out of position here. He cuts inside to Giallo. Ball over to Henriks, into Bernardo. Back to Doumbia. Giallo to Janssen. Out wide to Robolo. 2 in the middle to aim for. He puts it in, and Nachtigal's effort so close to going in, but too central in the goal. Corner taken by Janssen towards the back stick. Rukas down and Trowell blocked on the line there by a defender. So close to a goal for us. Well, at half-time we still haven't broken through in this game. And we need to avoid a defeat. If we lose this game, I don't think we go through to the knockout stages. And that would be hugely embarrassing to have happened. And we are still on a knife edge unless we get a goal soon. Here's a chance with Giallo to Rabollo. Henriksen a lot of room. Puts the ball over to Rabollo again. His ball comes to Bernardo Silva in towards Natgal, who's apparently onside. And has just took that one in at the near post. A very fortunate goal, but a very good run from Natgal as well that has enabled us to get back into this game. Here come Anderlecht on the attack. They need 2 goals now in this game. Mangala, very advanced for him, and Doumbia has tripped him. He's already on a yellow card and he could have just completely thrown our game out to the wind with that tackle. A red card for Doumbia means that we are going to be struggling a little bit. We're going to have to drop Natgal into midfield. He is capable of playing there, but I'm going to take him off for another player, I think. If we bring on Kai Havertz, he should be able to do the job in midfield and hopefully let us see this last 25 minutes out in peace. Here come Anderlecht again. Perez's effort, I think there, is just cannoned off the post, but it is the last act of the game and we have managed to get a win today. A good 1-0 result, only our second win of the Champions League, and we need to do a lot better in the knockout stages if we're going to have a chance of winning the Champions League for the 2nd year in a row. Well, for this match against Freiburg, our final Bundesliga game for a little while, certainly before we go off to the Club World Cup, we have got a strong team going out there. We want to keep on winning games to put that pressure on the top 2 ahead of the winter break. And that means we're going to be playing with Janssen, Braga and Bernardo Silva up front, Betty and Havertz in midfield with Rabollo, El Said, Traub, Rukas and Henriks in the back 5 and Nezovic in goal. Betty out towards Rabollo. Now Betty into Braga, onto Bernardo Silva. Henriks is in on goal, but he's hit it straight at Cardinale. Henriks throw into Bernardo Silva. Now Betty into Janssen. Turns the defender and he's hit the woodwork there. Very close to another goal. Cardinale out to Winberg. Back to Cardinale again. He then sends it long. Header won by Havertz. Down to Diallo. Looking to come forward here, Freiburg, for the first goal of the game. Patient passing around the back. Comes to Brahma. He's tackled by Henriks in a very good area. Now Bernardo Silva. On to Braga. Back towards Betty. Betty beats one and another. Pulls it into Braga. And his effort is straight down the middle of the goal. A very, very good finish that gives us the lead. Janssen with the free kick, looking towards the back stick, and there's a push in there on Rukas. We've got a chance from the penalty spot. It's going to be Havertz to step up, and he's found the top corner for 2-0. A very good goal from Kai Havertz, and we're looking comfortable. Corner from Janssen, in towards the middle. Havertz back to Traub at the back stick. He's done it so often already this season, but he's just made it 3-0, and we are definitely looking back to our best. Betty to Braga. Now Janssen in on goal, but straight at the keeper. Bernardo Silva follows up, but the ball is cleared away. Janssen back to Betty. Now Havertz plays it into Braga. Good back heel there, but Janssen just shanks it wide. Well, just a few seconds away from the full-time whistle here. It's Rosati on the ball. Forward to Hammermuller, but there's the full-time whistle. A good 3-0 win from the team in the league, setting us up for that Club World Championship endeavour as we look to get another trophy. But very, very good. We are top of the league now, which is exactly what we want to be seeing at this point in the season. Well, the final match of this episode is in the Club World Cup as we look to book ourselves a place in the final. We're going to be playing a very strong team and a very fit team as well for this game against Chinese side Jiangsu. We're going to have Bernardo Silva, Braga and Janssen up front, our strongest 3, with Betty and Havertz in midfield. Then it's Rabollo, El Said, Traub, Rukas and Henriks in the back 5, with Nezovic in goal. Well, we're nearly at half time and we've dominated the game, having 9 shots, but we haven't managed to get a single one of them on target, which is absolutely ridiculous. Mario with the free kick, sends it towards the back stick, but Nezovic has come and claimed it. He then sends it out towards Henriks, Rukas with the ball. Can we make the breakthrough now? Janssen back to Betty. Bernardo Silva running at the defence as they back off. He then finds Rabolo. Betty onto Braga. Havertz. Inside to Braga again. Janssen, good position, well saved. Bernardo Silva follows up and angles that ball into the back of the net for a 1-0 lead. It's taken a long time, but we have finally got that breakthrough. Bernardo Silva onto Giallo, just 20 minutes left. They still haven't had a shot, but if it leads to one effort on goal in the 90th minute, I'd back it to go in the back of the net. But here's Henriks, and that's a two-footed tackle from Yang Jin right on the edge of the area, and we have a free kick and a chance to get some goals against 10 men. Bernardo Silva is going to take the free kick, and he finds the top corner, a red card and a goal. That will seal our place in the final. Henriks in towards Jensch. Henriks again. Over to Giallo. Ball swung into the middle. Bernardo picks it up, and then Rabolo. Keeper gets a hand to it, but it does go into the back of the net without him being able to keep it and palm it round the side of the post. 3-0 now with 15 minutes to go against 10 men who we've dominated from start to finish. I'd say this is pretty secure. Janssen out to Rukas. Now Jensch finds Henriks. Puts it over towards Rabolo. Steps past one player and he's just put it wide. 3-0 the game finishes. A very good performance from the team. Complete domination from start to finish. After some wayward shooting in the first half, we really did tighten up in the second and booked our place in the final for another piece of silverware at Leverkusen. But that is going to be it for this episode. A perfect episode to boot. Next time out, we will take on a as yet unknown team in the final of the FIFA Club World Cup. We also have huge games against Hamburger SV, Dortmund and Werder Bremen in the league. That will take us through the winter break and into the January transfer window, where hopefully we'll be able to identify some new players. But that is going to be it for this episode. If you're looking forward to that final, drop a like on this video. Make sure to follow me on Twitter if you don't already, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. But until next time, see ya!